The following program likely contains material that is suitable for mature audiences only and not suitable for children. It is by far not the nastiest stuff you'll find on TV, radio, or the internet, and will probably make you laugh more than it will upset you. However, because some people, especially in the South, are so damn sensitive, we feel obligated to warn you ahead of time. So if you've accidentally stumbled upon this program and are not a legal adult who is ready, willing, and able to be completely offended, navigate away from this station and log on to IHateTheFirstAmendment.com. You will feel better about yourself.
Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
Let me get that. Running her hands through my fro. Bouncing on 24s.
Good morning, Los Angeles, and thank you for tuning in to the Love Jays on TradioV.com/LA. I'm Mr. J, and I'm joined
Miss J.
The beautiful Miss J. And, of course, as always, you can follow us on Twitter at LoveJaysBlog, as well as on Instagram at LoveJaysBlog, or you can like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/AskLoveJays.
And then you're going to say slash.
And then, of course, our blog that we man and operate all the time, www.lovejays.com. Submit your questions, and we will answer from the male and female perspective.
Can you hear me? I feel like I'm not.
No, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Talk a little louder. Get closer to the mic.
Speaking to the mic.
There you are.
I'm kind of making out with the mic right now, but that's okay.
It's
Get more action than you.
We have a great show ahead. We will be joined in our next segment by Dominic Riley, co-host of TradioV's Forkin Amazing, as well as a freelance journalist for LA Times Daily Dish. So he's going to come in and talk about all things food and related to dating, and we have a nice little activity put together. You guys definitely want to tune in, especially for the brothers out there who want to do something romantic for their lady.
And for all the foodies in general. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time.
So last week we ended the segment about hypothetically the song Life Jennings, and the main key point that we discussed, aside from is when should you tell a father that he's not the father of a child, and it's inappropriate, and we went back and forth, but the entire message of the song was basically saying, are there some wars not worth fighting and some tears not worth crying? And so we want to hear from you. We want to hear from you. If you believe, because I'm on one side of the token, Joy, correct me if I'm wrong, 100% transparency, and she says all the time, truth is truth. Truth is truth.
Because it is.
It is.
It exists.
It does exist, and we're not arguing that. But we want to know, are there some wars that aren't worth fighting and some tears that are not worth crying? Call us 855-TRV-NLA. That's 855-878-4652, 855-878-4652. On to this week.
You got this down packed.
I'm moving.
I was going to sit here and watch you.
No, stop that. So, we were dressed in our purple last week for Easter, and we had a nice little time at Joy's godmother's house.
Yeah, I guess I call her my second mother.
Okay.
It's my second family. So, yeah, that was your parents came down, my parents were there, and then it was a whole bunch of extended family. We had an Easter egg hunt. My goddaughter was there, and she was adorable. I should have brought pictures from that too.
We'll post it. Did we post anything on Twitter last week with it or Instagram?
I don't think so.
We'll put that. Be sure to check that.
We'll do a late Easter post. And we will call it exactly that. Late Easter post. For those of you who watch the show, so you can have some little nugget of inside information. Like, oh, hey, they talked about that on the show.
And aside from Easter last week, is there something special that happened this week in your life?
I mean, maybe. I started a new job. It's been... it's funny because you forget when you've been somewhere for a while, all the ins and outs, and so it's a whole nother learning experience, but it's been really great, and I'm really happy where I'm working, and people are really nice, and I'm just excited to learn again. So that's happening, and we're thankful.
We're very thankful. She's so happy. Gets up to work every day with a smile. Yeah, a real pep in the step.
Yep. Well, gotta go to work. See you later.
So very nice. So call in, congratulate, tweet her, say, hey, congratulations, Miss J. I'm sure she'll appreciate it.
Thanks, Mr. J.
And also from this week, I was on uncle duty.
Yeah.
From Wednesday, Thursday, and then part of Friday.
Yeah.
And I had my little 6-year-old nephew in town, and that was the first time I've taken him by myself, and we spent 2 full days together. And so we went to the park. We made our dinners. We have a picture up there. And when we get that going, you guys will see it in a second. But there's and there you are. You'll see there he is in front of the Party Rock bus. The gentleman he took a picture with, I actually played college basketball with, and now he's a part of the Party Rock entourage. And there we are at the park. He was riding his scooter.
In the plaid.
Yeah, that is Joy in the plaid. And there he is on the slide. And then and you really can't see right there, but he's making his own pizza.
Yeah, which was a genius idea on my part.
I'm
going to go ahead and pat my own back. Who gets to make their own pizza at 6 years old? That's not lunchable.
That's true.
He rolled the dough and then put the sauce on, spread it out, put the cheese on, and made a pepperoni smiley face. So, yeah.
So what we can do, and we only have 2 minutes left in this segment, is that we'll take the truth about text messaging and we'll move that over to the next segment.
We'll talk about that later.
But what we for sure want to talk about is Mr. Ray J.
Yeah. Come on, man.
I'm sure Twitter was buzzing yesterday. Absolutely buzzing.
That's like the worst thing I've ever seen.
An announcement that he made that he's releasing his song on April 9th called I Hit It First.
But that's not even the worst part.
What's the worst part?
The worst part is the album art.
There is the album art, and we have that attached, and you'll see that shortly as well. So it seems pretty clear that Ray J decided to take a picture of Kim Kardashian from her at the beach and pixelate it and blur it out and
say I hit it first.
Make a song called I Hit It First.
It's like a classic musician squabble, I guess. Come on. That's classless. It's absolutely, especially because they have the sex video.
Yeah, that's...
I said, we all know you hit it. It's not a secret. Like, we know. A lot of people have seen. There was no need.
Yeah, that was... And I don't...
It's like Reggie Bush going to come out with something that says, I hit it second. Come on.
And then Humphreys comes over the top.
I know.
I hit it third. And
put a ring on it.
Exactly. Oh, man, that's so bad. That's just...
Come on, we all know.
Come on, Ray J.
That wasn't right.
No, it wasn't right at all. And regardless of what your opinions are of Kim Kardashian, the Kardashian family, and I feel like there comes the line that needs to be drawn, and there's been speculation that, if it wasn't for Ray J, the Kardashians wouldn't be famous, and I'm not here to debate that.
But Ray J's
that
not that famous.
He's Brandy's sister. Let's be honest.
So if it weren't for Brandy, Ray J wouldn't be famous.
Like what did Little Kim saying to jump off?
Yeah,
kicking it with Brandy's brother. I mean, I'm just saying
that sucks.
So, but yeah, that was.
No disrespect, Ray J. We're just saying.
Nah, I just thought I was like, come on,
you
dude,
do better.
On. You really
do
better.
I'm
waiting to see the rebuttal that Kanye West is going to fire back.
It's going to be bad.
Because that's what I want to see.
I mean, she's having a child. Like he's playing in dangerous territory.
Yeah, no, that's so that's really that's. And it goes back to the conversation we had last week, and I know it's not in a relation, but that whole where we are as in media with the exploitation. And like I said, I know this isn't a reporting news platform, and that's not what he's doing, but just the absolute exploitation that is occurring in mainstream media, especially in relation to...
But that's not even within media. He is a person who did that to another person. He just has the means to do it.
And that's what and that's what I'm saying, is that someone else can make a song about it, but it's not going to get on Twitter, get 8,000 retweets, and Twitter's blowing up, and all the music blogs are writing about it.
It's too much. We'll be back with Mr. Dominic from Forkin Amazing. Stay tuned.
When you lift up beer fun can't be a fool, son. What about the long run? Looking back shorty, always a mention. Say me not giving her much attention. She was there through my...
Our smartphones are some of the smallest and most powerful computers ever invented, and we carry them with us everywhere. But it's a juggle and a bit of a struggle to use your phone because it really takes two hands, one to hold it securely and the other to text and scroll. FlyGrip is the one-handed smartphone solution, and it lets you keep your phone in your grasp and use the same hand to control it. The FlyGrip is device agnostic. It sticks onto the back of any phone or case, and it just uses two fingers, your middle finger and your ring finger, to hold it. You use your thumb to control the device. It has an ergonomic, spring-loaded, articulated hinge that's comfortable to use and which snaps flat when the grip isn't in use. It can also double as a stand, either vertically or horizontal, and that makes it great for your phone, phone, tablet, or e-reader. The fly grip even worked with American professional surfer Bethany Hamilton, who lost her arm to a shark attack and is best known for sharing her story in the movie Soul Surfer. Our devices keep us connected to so much that's important to us, and with the fly grip, you're much less likely to drop that connection.
Now available in 8 designer colors. Get your fly grip today at flygrip.com.
TradioV.
We've all had to live on the casting couch at least briefly.
Have you really?
Yeah, we've all had to sleep with at least one casting director.
But I mean, have you ever been propositioned?
I have.
Yeah? What do you do in that situation? Do you do it?
I don't know how to tell you this, but I just do it.
Is it being serious? Okay.
Well, okay. When Eric and I met,
Yeah.
I was the casting director.
Oh.
The Nuzzy Show, Wednesdays, 5 p.m. on TradioV LA.
TradioV.
Yeah, I think what I do with Zev is trolling.
For sure.
Zev hates more than anything is he'll tweet something and then I'll retweet it right away. Because he wants it to like wait and then have its day. Zev's a fun guy to troll. Everybody should try trolling Zev. I highly recommend it.
I'm pretty sure the Lakers would be a way to troll that.
That would be a good way to troll Zev. By the way, we're at 855-878.
Meet your death, too.
Let's get digital. Wednesday, 6 p.m. on TradioV LA.
TradioV. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
Damn, all these beautiful girls, the only one that do
You gotta do the shimmy. Hello, welcome back. We are the Love Jays on TradioV.com/LA. Facebook, www.facebook.com/AskLoveJays.
Correct.
This is why you do it, because I
gotta think about it.
Yeah, and then Instagram and Twitter at Love Jays Blog. Boom, did it.
You did.
I gotta
Congratulations.
practice that. So we're here with our guest, Mr. Dominic. What do you want to go by? Just Dominic?
You can say my first and last name.
Dominic Riley. Okay, I didn't know if you want me to put your government out there.
That's fine.
Do you want me to throw your middle name in?
No, thank you.
Okay. All right.
So Dominic is the co-host of Forkin Amazing, which is
Forkin Amazing, which is on TradioV.com/LA. Also on Mondays at 5 p.m. It's a little cooler than the Love J Show.
Wow.
They literally
Throw that
just
out
like
there.
eat.
No,
So,
it's not cooler. If you're greedy, it's cooler.
what's more cool, food or love? Well, you can't live without. Well, you couldn't live without both.
That's true. So maybe they go hand in hand.
Yes.
There it is.
And I'm representing for my co-host Jen, who couldn't make it this morning because she's probably hungover somewhere. So
Jen.
Shots fired.
I know.
that's Jen. You can follow Jen on Twitter though at Jen_Harris_. You can follow Dominic at Graystick. You can also follow Forkin Amazing on Twitter. It's at Forkin_Amazing. And I'm going to start off the segment because on our show, which if I didn't say it comes on Mondays at 5 p.m. here on TradioV, we are always drinking. We have a pre-show drink, so I'm just going to open up a drink. And when I talk about, when I talk about food later, I'll explain what
And
we're drinking.
this
So what
is
are we?
why their
So
show
you're not going
is
to tell us
quote
what we're
unquote
drinking.
And this is
more
classy.
fun.
We're pouring sparkling wine over ice, but
Yeah.
I didn't have time to chill
They're
it.
just
so.
buzzed the whole time. That's why they have more fun.
Clearly. So you guys are doing something wrong.
So I think we need to start bringing in mimosas. See,
Yes.
That's what we need to do.
That would be
Always
classy.
have a
We should-
morning mimosa.
And just have it cheers, and then we can come in and share with
Oh,
everyone
I know.
else, and we can have a great time.
But then we couldn't call it Love Jays anymore. It had to be like the mimosa hour with Justin and Joy.
That's even classier. So let's cheers, and then you can ask me whatever.
What are
you-
we cheersing
you want me to
for?
ask. Cheers to what? You guys.
Cheers to.
I vote me. Cheers to me for being awesome.
Cheers to Joy for being awesome.
There it is.
Or amazing. I like to use amazing.
You like to use
Just so I
amazing.
can plug my show again.
Oh, cheers to me for being Forkin.
And if you
Amazing.
guys don't know, is that Dominic is actually my brother as well, and
Yeah.
you can tell that we don't look anything alike. And I definitely am the better looking brother.
Lies.
I mean, let's just get a wide shot. Can we get a wide shot? Look up there. Let's look. Where's that camera? Boom.
I'm the younger looking brother,
But
and
he's
even though I'm older,
yeah.
The uglier looking one.
It's just because
You know
Justin
what?
lost all his hair. But
Whatever.
you look good, bald babe. You're sexy.
And you can rock a bald head.
no, I
No,
couldn't
no,
because I
that
have a
would
small
ruin
little
it.
peanut head. That's
Really
why I rock the
interesting.
fro.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
that wouldn't be good.
So enough talking about you. We'll go ahead and dig right into these questions.
Yeah, we need to know.
You are
Questions.
you are a foodie McFoodie. You
Yes.
love food. You talk about it. It's in your show.
I do.
When did your passion for food really start?
And I want to say real quick that Dom is not as long-winded as his brother, and that's something I appreciate about you, Dom.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
It's hard. I don't know. I don't know if I have a real answer, but I do remember as a kid, Dad used to cook, and I used to kind of sit in on there and watch that go down. I was always excited about family gatherings that would be at our grandma's house in L.A. She would always make huge feasts, and I think that kind of got me excited and amped up just to eat the food. I also, before I think Food Network started, or before we started watching Food Network, we used to watch cooking shows.
Mm-hmm. The Iron Chef.
On like KCET, we'd watch Iron Chef.
The original
Iron Chef in, I think it was in Japanese. And we also used to watch stuff on KCET, the cooking shows. And I would just write down recipes saying like, oh, I'm going to cook this, I'm going to cook this one day. And I would just, this was before computer, I guess it wasn't before computers, but before we had computer. And I would just write down the recipes like, one day I'm going to cook these, or I'm going to make this. And so I think that's just kind of how it started as a kid. I was probably like 7 or 8 years old.
You're curious.
And then, you always eat. And I don't know, I think I got greedy, and I've always been a little slim, so I could eat a lot. I pride myself on my appetite. So I think that's kind of where it started.
I feel like a poor brother. Like this, it's just complete news to me. I'm like, oh, wow, that's really interesting. I didn't know you wrote that down.
I didn't know that either.
That's
yeah,
bad.
I mean, I just...
But
To Dom.
to Dom, and for also, if you guys don't know, Dominic is not an open book. So this is why I have to come. He has to come to my radio show, and I have to ask him questions to find out more about my own brother.
We should ask other questions. I like completely unrelated. Everything I've always wanted to know.
You can also check out my biography. It's at Great. No, I'm kidding.
Great stick.
I do share all my secrets in my biography.
Do you really?
No, I don't have a biography.
You are so gullible. That is unbelievable.
I really am. I believed you. Shame.
So,
Okay.
Very.
Cooking always brings people together. Now we have cooking brings people together.
Unless you're a greedy gut like you.
Now we have to ask: are you currently in a relationship?
I am.
You are. Very nice.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
How's
you.
that going? Going well?
It's going well. Yeah, it's fairly new, so things are great. We were friends first for like 3 years before we kind of transitioned into a romantic thing. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm having a good time. No complaints so far.
I approve. That's all I'm going to say. Is I approve.
I appreciate that. Okay,
Live
so
on air. I won't say her name, but you know who you are, and I approve. And I would like for you to stay around. So please do, because I'm tired of being the only girl. And scene.
Yeah, see, had a little rant there.
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. So along those lines, what is your signature dish to make for her?
Well, I usually do cook when we go. We don't really go out to dinner much unless I'm going to, if we go out because I need to write about something for the LA Times. But usually I cook for us. We juice every Tuesday. We make, fresh.
Is that your leftover juice right there?
Yeah. So I drink.
I'm gonna.
I drink a juice every morning. But we juice every Tuesday for the week, and on Tuesday. So that means I cook dinner on Tuesdays, and I used to do meatless Mondays before Forkin Amazing when I would just eat meat on air. So I had to move it to Tuesday. So now I'm meatless on Tuesdays, and I make fish for us every Tuesday, and I just switch up the fish and the style. Like last week I made fish tacos. I marinated the fish in tequila and lime, and I just grilled it and topped it with cabbage and onions and a little crema that I made.
We weren't invited.
I usually bake it. I'll make like a foil pouch, and I used, depending, sometimes I put curry in there, sometimes I'll do Italian. I did Mediterranean with tomatoes and onions and olives. So that's it's super easy. You just throw it in the oven, and that's kind of my I guess my signature dish for us, because I make it every Tuesday. I make fish every Tuesday.
That
awesome.
Is nice.
I want to ask you, we want to ask you what's a good dish for singles.
Singles?
Yeah, let's say like you're at home and you don't want to make a fancy meal because you don't want to be slaving over the stove, but you also don't want a TV dinner or something out of a box, but something quick and easy you can make.
You know what? When I used to just whip stuff up quickly, you have to pick your protein, because I think that's always important. My go-to protein was ground turkey, because you can do anything with it. You can create any flavor profile with it. So you can just make like a quick pasta sauce, saute it with garlic, onions, add even a jarred pasta sauce. For jarred pasta sauce, I'm against those sometimes, but if the first ingredient is not tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, don't buy the pasta sauce. So like ragu, Prego, all that bullshit is bullshit. The first ingredient should be tomatoes. And it's going to cost you a little more. It'll be like $6, $7, $8, $9.
It'll cost you a lot of
the
more.
sauce, but it's completely worth it, and you're cooking for yourself. So
healthy,
treat
your
yourself,
body can
right?
actually digest it.
Serve it over some pasta, but you could do anything. Like you can make turkey tacos. I do those, just ground turkey, Mexican seasonings. I even throw beans in my turkey tacos for an extra protein boost. I don't know. You can make meatloaf with ground turkey. What else can you do? You can do a lot with ground turkey. So like, invest in ground turkey. It's good for you. It's
You should do a
less
whole
fat than
blog
beef.
on like ground turkey.
It might be boring and bland, and ground turkey is like ugly too, so it doesn't photograph well.
Fair enough.
Spoken like a true food.
So yeah, ground turkey.
Ground turkey's
This segment is brought to you by ground turkey.
Yeah.
I know.
The single
I feel
person's
like we
delight.
have to get to the demonstration.
That's exactly what we're getting to.
Demonstration?
Yes.
Okay. So the Love Jays asked me to put together a picnic for them. Unfortunately, I didn't have time because it's Saturday morning, and who the fuck is making picnic on Saturday morning? And I'm also bringing profanity to the show.
Yeah, you
'cause I
are
don't
bringing
think we're gonna
profanity to
do
the
that.
show. We like it. We take it. This is a platform to say who you are.
So picnic ideas, I mean, I'm sure you guys can throw out some ideas. It's usually like meats and cheese, wine, salad, stuff like that. So I thought, how about we kind of take the picnic, traditional picnic, and just elevate a little bit. Easy ideas that make it better than just going to the store, buying shit, and putting it in a basket. So here, we're going to start off with, this is my bread and cheese. I did caramelized onion cheddar from Trader Joe's, which is fantastic, with some French baguette. I love La Brea Bakery, supporting the LA bakeries for their baguettes. Unfortunately, I got this at Trader Joe's, and it was $2.49, and I was pissed because it's like fucking Trader Joe's shit. Whatever. So I want you guys to just have a piece of the cheese and the baguette with the baguette.
So I guess it's the man's responsibility to do, huh?
And with your cheeses, you want something soft. This is just one of my favorite cheeses. It's a little harder, but it's so good. Do like a Gouda. You can do a goat cheese. You can do a brie. Those are soft and they go nice over the baguette. Also, let me look at my notes real quick.
I
'Cause
literally
have like
just
a bunch
kind
of
of
stuff.
tuned you
Such a
out
good
and
stuff.
started staring at the bread and cheese.
For salads, I recommend doing. You can do like a caprese, which is mozzarella, basil, and tomatoes. You can either get a ball of mozzarella, slice your tomatoes, and just layer it with little leaves of basil, or you can buy the mozzarella balls and cherry tomatoes and basil and just put those in a bowl and eat that together. I'm gonna have a recipe up. Maybe you guys can put all this stuff on your blog.
Okay.
To kind of elevate the caprese, I make a balsamic reduction, which is just basically balsamic vinegar and something sweet. You can use honey, you can use agave, you can use sugar.
We're both like,
This cheese?
Cheese is the shit, right? So it's not. I mean, that's how you
there's
like.
garlic?
It's caramelized onion. So like, don't buy just plain cheese. Buy stuff that there's like brie with berries and things like that. You can kind of switch it up. Don't just do the plain boring cheeses. But anyways, I make a balsamic reduction for the caprese salad, and it's just balsamic on low heat, and it's going to get thick and syrupy. And you add a little bit of sugar to kind of give it sweetness, and you can just drizzle that over your tomatoes and cheese. You can also drizzle it over fruit. If you make a fruit salad, I'd say berries like strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, even summer fruits like peaches, plums, nectarines, and just drizzle that balsamic over your fruit and kind of elevates your fruit salad.
Oh my God.
Also, if you want to add a little meat, like, charcuterie, like hams and salamis, what you can do is you can take prosciutto, which is really thin Italian ham, and put it in the oven and just let it crisp at like 400 degrees for about 10 minutes. And you can use that as a cracker, or you can even use that kind of like a crouton on top of your salad. It just gets really crispy and it tastes almost like bacon. This is the rule for when you're drinking at picnics. You don't want to get too drunk. So per bottle of wine, bring 2 bottles of water so that you guys are staying hydrated. I have a sparkling wine here, a Lambrusco. This is one of my favorites from Trader Joe's. It's $4.99. It's a sparkling Italian wine. It's really sweet. They also have Lambruscos that are red, that are a little more not as sweet. So this is good for like desserts. This is good for cheese. It's good for the fruit salad. If you want, you can do red wines, white wines, whatever your favorite wines are. You want something that's a little lighter, a little fresher. And that I think that's it. Those are my picnic tips.
So we got bread and cheese, a fruit salad, a caprese salad, and then we got the Lambrusco, and we have the bruschetta put in the oven.
Real quick, bruschetta. Also, Trader Joe's, they're really good. Good job, Trader Joe's. They do a bruschetta, which is tomatoes with like olive oil and balsamic and garlic, and they just serve that in the tub, and you can put that over some bread with the prosciutto I was telling you about. That would be phenomenal.
Perfect.
Too.
I'm just sitting here eating bread.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Dominic Riley, a.k.a. my brother, a.k.a. co-host of Forkin Amazing. Be sure to tune in every Monday at 5 o'clock on TradioV.com/LA. We're going to break, but we'll be right back.
Thanks for coming, Dom.
You're welcome.
Even when my niggas let them know that I got you, want you. Hey, hey. If you didn't know, you're
Hey, is that the new Headblade ATX?
Yes, it is. And it's beautiful.
Never got the hang of the head blade. Pushing instead of pulling? It's weird.
But the new ATX has been totally switched around and uses the same pulling method as your straight razor. The 4 blades also feature a flow-through design so the cartridges are easy to rinse. But the best part is, I could use the ATX on my head, my face, pretty much anywhere.
Anywhere?
Yes, anywhere.
Radio V.
Bill Gates wants to pay you $100,000 to build a condom that feels good.
I invented a tampon.
You'd rather get AIDS than get a girl pregnant?
It is close. I'd certainly rather get a curable STD.
When I eat glass, I eat light bulbs and stuff.
I used to think any woman who had a big dog got that dog specifically to have sex with it.
It's the Obscene Stirs. Mondays at 7 p.m. on Radio V LA.
I'm reeling right now. That was amazing.
Radio V.
Porn has f***ed women up. Porn has f***ed everybody up. I don't think it's a result of porn because a lot of girls don't watch a lot of porn. I think it's more like men are turning into fatty p***s and women are responding to that by saying like, be a man, pull my hair, smack my ass, treat me like a girl, and dominate me because that's what I like. I was with a guy for 7 years and he never did any of that to me. Like, I never wanted him to overpower me or any of that stuff. But like now that I'm not getting anything, I'm just like, you gotta like be a caveman and like throw me over a rock and just pound me until I puke.
Rachel Profiling, Wednesdays at 3 p.m. on Radio V LA.
Radio V.
For those of you that don't know Randy Blythe.
Randy Blythe is the frontman of Virginia-based heavy metal band Lamb of God. He was acquitted by a Czech court. There he is. This was
on the left.
This is what he.
He's not any of those people.
On the left, Randy
Look
Blythe.
at that girl on like the third.
Right.
On the third to the right.
She looks pretty metal.
She does.
They formed a band shortly after this.
I can't get this on my phone! The LA Music Blog, Thursdays, 8 to 10 p.m. on Radio V LA.
Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV.
I be stuck to you like glue, baby. Wanna spend it all on you, baby. My room is the G-spot. Call me Mr. Flintstone. I can make your bed rock.
I tried to go without it.
Make your bed rock.
Bedrock. I like that song.
I can make it. Look, I've got bread and wine, and I'm singing like a crazy person.
Bread, cheese, and wine. We see the recipe to get Miss J more loose. We have the recipe. We're going to take Forkin Amazing's idea. Welcome back to Love J's on TradioV.com/LA. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Love J's Blog, as well as Instagram at Love J's Blog, or Facebook.com/Ask Love J's. The phone lines are open as always. Give us a call, 855-878-4652. That's 855-878-4652. And last segment, we were joined by Dominic of Forkin Amazing,
Justin's brother,
my brother, and he brought a beautiful cheese that is so delicious.
I say we have him once a month.
I think we need to do that.
So he may bring us drinks and bread.
Caramelized onion cheese. That's what he said, right? Caramelized onion cheese with a nice baguette bread, and it's delicious. And we got the Lambrusco that we're going to continue to sip on throughout the remaining of the show. I think we may have to start doing that. Mimosas.
Yeah,
everyone goes to brunch for mimosa Saturdays and Sundays.
Our guests would love us. Like, here, have a mimosa.
They really would. We should start that.
Yes, we should make just a full breakfast because it is Saturday morning.
Just cook right here on set.
We need a griddle.
Yeah. So last week we had made mention that we were going to our friend's show who was performing at the House of Blues, and we ended up going, and it was last Wednesday, and it was really, really, really good.
Yeah, Miss Malia, we have a photo too to bring up for you guys, but it was a good time. We're just really proud, and she sang the song. What's it called? 4 and 20.
I wasn't familiar with the song.
I've got to find it. It was beautiful. So if you guys haven't heard of her, check out our site, www.lovejays.com. She's in our Feature Friday section. If you want to hear more from her, contact us. Just really talented, and we're just really proud of her. And
more important, aside from her talents, is that we've known Malia for, 5-6 years? Mm-hmm. And the person...
Longer.
Even longer than that. The person who she was and to where she is now, I mean, is truly an unbelievable transformation. So for all of those who...
She learned how to love herself, but there's a message there.
There's a huge message. And she said it even at the show, is that, just a year ago, I wouldn't have done this. So to see her out there performing in her comfort zone, fully in love with who she is, embracing who she is, not caring what other people are saying or thinking, and just being in her own element.
Because I asked her, I said, "Are you nervous?" And I said, "Were you nervous?" And she said, "No, absolutely not. I love doing this. I'm doing what I love."
Yeah. So
zero nerve.
So Malia, two thumbs up.
Yeah.
We are very, 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 very proud of you. And for all you guys, I said, if you are struggling with that identity of loving yourself, she can be a great outlet to read her story, talk to her. If you want to get in contact and maybe go beyond just the digital space conversation, I'm sure she'd be willing to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Very awesome.
But I was searching the internet this week, and I came across I'm a TED freak. I love TED.
Oh, he watches TED Talks.
I can watch TED Talks all day, every day. Read Ted's blog. I could read Ted's blog all day. And when I was searching through TED, I came across this nonprofit organization called Camp Diva.
Yeah,
and
they're doing something really awesome.
They're doing amazing.
I've never heard of anything like this before.
No, I have not heard about it's specifically one program that they do. But Camp Diva, to give you some background, they are a nonprofit organization, and what they seek to do is to empower and prepare teen girls for their passage into womanhood. And you'll see the Camp Diva website on the screen right now. And Angela Patton's the founder, and she ended up speaking at the TEDx Woman Conference in 2012. And Camp Diva has been around for a while, and one of their events that they do is a Date with Dad weekend. Yeah. They just recently had their 6th annual Date with Dad weekend, which was the March 15th through the 17th, and it gives an opportunity for men to connect with their daughters on a more personal level, and
which is important.
Which is very important. Yeah. And so when they were talking about this Date with Dad weekend, they're saying, well, what's a great event that we can do that you can bond? And Angela, the director, was asking the young girls this, and she said, we would love to do a father-daughter dance. And so they can spend a nice dance together, and the weekend includes, like I said, not only a dance, but also they do fun activities together. They were doing Zumba, they were doing hula hoops.
Bonding time.
A really nice bonding time away from the home. And
with other people similar to you are doing the same thing. I'm sure it's helpful for the other fathers to see other fathers doing what they're doing with their daughters.
Yeah, exactly.
Great concept.
Very good concept. And so what happened is that after they did it, after one of their, I'm not specifically sure on what year it was, they were talking about again the father-daughter dance, the Date with Dad weekend, and one of the young girls had asked, saying, I would love to go to the weekend. I would love to go to the dance, but my father is behind bars, so I can't attend. And the director was like, well, what do we do? What do we do? And the girls were saying, well, let's just bring the dance to the prison. And the director was like, well, we didn't know. And she said, I didn't know how that was going to work.
Yeah. So we're aware too. It sounds crazy.
It sounds like a lot. But it's one of those things, you never know unless you try.
Yeah.
And so they ended up writing a letter. They wrote a letter to the Richmond County Sheriff. They're based out of Richmond, Virginia. And they wrote a letter to the Richmond County Sheriff explaining that what the event is, and they would like to bring the Date with Dad behind bars. And all the young girls digitally signed the copy, or signed the letter, and they submitted it to the Richmond City Sheriff. Yeah. And to some surprise, the sheriff agreed, and they were able to bring the daughters who have fathers incarcerated.
Yeah, it wasn't just everybody in their